Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review of Werewolf by Night, a Marvel special presentation. This is a TV movie in 2022. As of the recording of this video, we have a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes from the critics and a 96% on the audience, and I wholesomely agree. This movie was directed by Michael Giacchino and written by Heather Quinn and Peter Cameron. Also, Jack Russell, The Werewolf by Night, was created by Roy Thomas, Gene Thomas, Gary Conway, and Mike Plug. Quick synopsis for this special presentation from Marvel Studios. On a dark, somber night, a secret cabal of monster hunters emerge from the shadows and gather at the foreboding Bloodstone Temple following the death of their leader. In a strange and macabre memorial to their leader's life, the attendees are entrusted into mysterious and deadly competition for a powerful relic, a hunt that will ultimately bring them to face to face with a dangerous monster. Inspired by the horror films of the 1930s and 40s, this chilling special aims to evoke a sense of dread and the macabre, with plenty of suspense and scares along the way as we explore a new corner of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yeah, that really nails it. If you've seen the trailer, you'll know, evoking the 1930s and 1940s films and all that stuff. Really cool. I I love this. It was amazing. Like every minute of it, and it's only about 50 minutes long. Including the credits and all that. So it's definitely a short story, but I loved it. I think every minute on that screen was used beautifully. I love to see that this was directed by Michael Giacchino. I mean, he's a musical talent like no other, and just seeing him, I guess, evolve into this, it's really fun. Let me talk a little bit about some of the cast, not everyone because I don't want to spoil anything. But first we have Gael Garcia Bernal as Jack Russell, aka the Werewolf by Night, Laura Donnelly as Elsa Bloodstone, and Harriet Sansom Harris as Verusa. I think, so overall, let's talk about the story a little bit. The I found the story to be really fun, right? This whole gathering of hunters to compete for this relic, but obviously there's a lot more to meets the eye. It's really fun. It was a fun twist. Like the movie was segmented in a few, like just a few little acts that can really tell. There's also, of course, a lot of surprises and a lot of Easter eggs for just the Marvel comics. And overall, just it's just a really entertaining movie. I think this is the perfect stuff for if you want to see something that's a little bit spooky, but a little bit more action oriented as well. It also has some fun elements, like just really cool. The visuals are amazing. I love the black and white, but there is one instance of color all dipped throughout the film, which is really exciting. It's just visually very pleasing. I love the way that Jack was presented. He's wearing this makeup, and he talks about in the film that it's really to honor his ancestors. So I really love adding that extra layer to the character, especially because I love Gael Garcia. Like he's just a fantastic actor, and I'm really glad to see him in this, and hopefully maybe see him in the future. Come back as Jack. Um, yeah, this was just really fun. Obviously this has a beautiful score, because I mean it is Michael Giacchino directing this, and anytime Giacchino's involved, your music's going to sound great. I will say I've seen a lot of reviews for this piece, and really anything Marvel related, and it seems a little weird to me that a lot of reviewers, the first thing they talk about is, and maybe this is what the viewers want, maybe this is something I'm missing out on. The first thing they talk about is how this connects or moves the story forward to the larger MCU, which feels weird. Like, I can't imagine me reviewing comic books from Marvel and then talking about, like, well, this one doesn't relate to anything that's happening in the big overall world, so it sucks. Can you, like, if you, which is incredibly weird as a comic reader. So the fact that we are applying that lens to the all the TV shows and the movies that Marvel's doing, feels weird just as a comic reader. I love one shots. I love stories that just have this little thing. This would be like a really cool, Halloween one shot from Marvel Comics. So it's really interesting. But I understand that people also want to see the larger story progress. So it's an interesting. It's just an interesting place that we've come to now, after being with the MCU for over 10 years. Um, that being said, there's a lot of people that have talked about this material, and I'm just really glad to see a lot of these characters. And there's so many more things. I know you probably seen Man Thing on the trailer, so that like that whole inclusion of that character, it's those are comics that you like. They're not at the top of the read pile for a lot of people, right? They're not at the top of the sales pile. Like they're not the Wolverines or the Spider-Mans of the Marvel comics. So the fact that they're being included in material like this, and treated in such a really cool way, like you can tell the people that are working on this really at least care about those kind of characters and the material. It's really, really cool. So I had a lot of fun with this. I will probably be rewatching this a couple more times because it's so good, and it's so full of so many visual elements that I missed. I can't wait to see big channels on YouTube do their step by step breakdown and Easter egg hunt and all that stuff, because that's really fun. Um, Also, stay tuned, because in the show we're gonna have in this channel we'll probably have more videos about Werewolf by Night, and then we'll talk about it on the live with everyone else. Some of the other guys have read more Werewolf by Night comics, so yeah, I'm very excited for the future of stuff like this, projects like this specifically in the larger MCU. So let me know what you thought about this special presentation from Marvel. And let us know in the comments. We are on our way to 1,000 subs by the end of the year. So if you're not subscribed and you're watching this video and you enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button. Make sure to share, like, comment, all that good stuff. We have a lot more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, movie reviews, all that fun stuff here in the channel. And remember to hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. So stay tuned for more of that. And as always, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.